Legends ZA's been out for a little over a month now, right? That's cool. No complaints here. This is my genuine 2 cents. I'm glad that Legends ZA did not follow the following. It did not go down the road of using regional variants. I'm glad it didn't give the regional variants megas, because they did say that you could bring over your Hisuian and Alolan forms, you know, after Pokemon Home connectivity is made. I don't like the fact that they, at this point, were just giving random Pokemon megas. You know, for those of you who have played Legends ZA, I'll say this, for those of you who haven't, spoilers ahead. I feel like the Beltal, Xerneas, and Zygarde should have had megas before Legends ZA. And I feel like genuinely, even though this game is primarily revolving around Zygarde and Floette, I feel like the upfront story is a little boring, to be honest with you. And it really, the climax of the game itself, the game really doesn't get good until after you hit rank E. So if you're not rank E in Legends ZA, you're not going to enjoy the experience as much as you would like, because the gameplay is tedious. It does become repetitive to a certain degree. Don't get me wrong, the real-time battles are probably one of the only things I like about this game. It looked good in the trailer, it sounded good on paperwork, but when you really get down to it, we were supposed to get a Pokemon Z years ago, right? And me personally would have been more indulging if Pokemon Z was the one that I'm playing on the Switch, or Switch 2 for that matter. I'm fine with, you know, taking pages from previous generations, like it becoming a Legends game, which means they remove abilities, you get randomized starters, stuff like that. I get that. But still following the X and Y formula, you can still get your Kanto starters. You know what I'm saying? You can still get the Kalos starters, who, again, all 6 of which have their own megas. The Kalos starters, yet again, that's another thing. They could have had their own megas long before now. Now, another thing, now this is not hate, this is just critique. I feel like the point of Mega Greninja was pointless. I really do. I feel like Mega Greninja was nothing short of a cash grab, because they knew for a fact they were not going to implement Ash Greninja. Now, I don't have an issue with that. I really don't. But I have an issue with the fact that the Nintendo company claims that they pay attention, but they are not. And in the back of my mind, this is my truth, and I'm gonna stand by that. Nintendo spending all that money on lawsuits against Palworld is effectively why we did not get a Pokemon Z on Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. That's exactly why the textures look like the way they look. That's exactly why the environment feels flat, why the gameplay is a 6 out of 10. The game itself, I would give it a 4 out of 10. And that doesn't even include the DLC that's coming out. I probably will just get the DLC just to say I beat it, and then just prepare for Generation 10. Because in hindsight, we all know that when it comes to spin-off games, they're really just the footwork for the upcoming new generation of Pokemon. Let me know what you guys think. Am I in the wrong, or do you guys feel like this is about the average perspective on Legends ZA? Let me know something.